What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. As an adult doll collector, I get very excited at the news of any doll release, which brings us to today's doll, He-Man, Masters of the Universe. This is a Barbie signature doll with the suggested retail price of $60 on the Mattel Creations website. However, I have seen this doll at other retailers for $55 to $59. Now let's talk packaging. On the front of the box, we can see a black frame with a large window. There's a window at the top. We can clearly see the doll with an illustrated backdrop. On the side of the box, there's an illustration of the actor who plays He-Man in Masters of the Universe, Nicholas Galaxine. On the back of the box, there's a larger illustration with information at the bottom about the character. In a desperate bid to keep him safe from danger, 10-year-old Prince Adam is magically transported through a portal to Earth, where he is accidentally separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home on Eternia. After tracking it down almost 2 decades later, Prince Adam is whisked back through space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor. However, before he can defeat such a powerful villain and his formidable army, Prince Adam will need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Okay, so that's the back of the box. And on the other side, it just says Masters of the Universe. I also picked up Tila, who was also priced at $60. This doll has similar packaging with an illustration on the side and a larger illustration on the back. The text is also similar, but at the bottom it says, battling alongside He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, is the heroic warrior, Tila. Together, they take on Skeletor's powerful army to return Eternia to its former glory. The doll is supposed to have the likeness of the actress, Camila Mendes. But let's get these dolls out of the box for a closer look. Of the packaging, that's a pretty cool backdrop. So let's take some poster board. I've got an orange poster board right here. Carefully peel off some of the bulk in the back. Then I glue down Tila's box, keeping the tab on the side. Then I glue He-Man's box on top, just past the bend. I push down the cuts the best I can, then use a marker to try to cover some of the tears. To make a quick backdrop for He-Man, this doll has green eyes, a mole at the corner of the lip, blonde rooted hair with a little product. This is a new sculpt on the buff superhero body type, which has a lot of articulation but not as much as a made to move. He can move at the head, shoulder, upper arm. There's a double joint at the elbow, articulation at the wrist, hip. The leg can go easily forward and back and just a little out to the sides. There's a double joint at the knee and move at the ankle. One hand is curled, the other is a fist. However, at a $60 price point, personally, I would have liked to have seen the articulation at the chest and the upper thigh. There are also a few blemishes on his arms that are visible even when the doll is in the box. This doll measures over 12 inches with his shoes on. He wears brown plastic boots with a little shading. He has plastic body armor with a silver and red painted chest plate and a place to attach the sword in the back. He wears brown, silver, and gold cuffs. I don't see an opening so we can easily remove them. He wears brown faux leather gladiator bottoms with a belt with silver and gold details. There are undies attached and it velcros in the back. On a side note, I've been complaining a lot about Ken always having shorts, and Mattel was like, here. But no, seriously, at $60, we could have gotten Prince Adam's everyday look. Okay, I'm done now. He has a replica of the power sword, which is all shiny with brown painted details. The doll can hold the sword in his curled hand. It is possible to balance this doll to stand, but he does come with a doll stand and a certificate of authenticity letting us know this is a black label doll. Here he is next to a classic Ken on a made-to-move body. Who also has a few marks on his arms. We can definitely see that He-Man is more muscular. Here he is next to a buff Ken. I want to say they look pretty similar, so I think we could have gotten a similar vibe with a full made-to-move body. Now let's take a look at Tila. She has reddish colored hair with a little bit of a wave to it. A center part, blue eyes with a pink lip color. The sculpt is in the actress's likeness. She wears a white jumpsuit with shiny gold fabric at the collar. On the torso, it is sewn to the jumpsuit, which velcros in the back. There are 2 layers of fabric on the hips. The gold fabric continues going down the sides of the legs. She has a plastic brown belt that goes around the waist and onto the legs. It has a gold painted buckle. Then there's another piece on just the other leg. She has brown, gold, and black cuffs on each arm. Just like with He-Man, it looks like they cannot be easily removed. Oh wait, I was able to pull off her hand, and then I could easily remove it. I was able to remove He-Man's hand as well. Tila wears red boots with black and gold painted details, has a superhero body with movement at the head, shoulder. There's a double joint at the elbow. She can move at the wrist. However, it seems like the cuffs do limit her range. One hand is curled, so she can hold the included sword, which is also shiny. It has gold, red, and black details. Mine easily falls out of the doll's hand, so I would have liked for the grip to have been a little stronger. She can move at the hip and has full rotation there, and a double joint at the knee. Again, at this price point, I would have liked to have seen a made-to-move body, but her skin tone does look similar to Barbie Basics number 7. Just throwing that out there. Am I gonna swap her after this video? Yes I am. It is possible to balance this doll to stand, although she does come with a doll stand and a certificate of authenticity. So now that we've got the team together, let's see if we can make this guy some clothes. I like this casual look that Ken is giving here. I got this outfit in a fashion pack, and I think this is a look that we might be able to do. I already know that this outfit is not a great fit on a buff Ken, but maybe we can make something kind of similar. On a piece of paper, let's begin sketching out a pattern. Cut everything out, then I lay out a cotton fabric. This is a muslin, pin, and trace the pattern onto the fabric, cut them out. I think the collar needs to be a little longer, so let's redo that. After cutting out the new ones, we can start sewing everything together. Take the 2 pieces for the collar, lay them good side to good side, and sew 3 of the sides with a straight stitch using a sewing machine or a needle and thread. I make small cuts at the corners and a couple along the curve, then flip it inside out. Then I finished with a top stitch near the edge as neatly as I could. Now let's take the piece for the back and the 2 pieces for the front, line them up at the shoulder, and sew straight across, connecting the 3 pieces. Open the 2 pieces that we cut for the sleeves. On the flat side, I fold over and hem the edge, then line the curve up with the shirt, line the center point with the seam, then flip it over. With the good side to good side, sew them together to attach the sleeve. Repeat for the other side, then fold over and hem the front. I did a zigzag stitch first, then I fold it over and iron it, and sew a straight stitch along the edge. Repeat for the other side. I made a mark at the center of the neck and on the collar. Line up those marks, then match the collar up going all the way across, and I use pins to hold it in place. This is the good side of the collar, and this is the good side of the shirt. We're going to sew along the raw edge, and not too bad. The collar is matching up with the edge of the front, so yay! Now I'm just going to flip it over and sew a straight line going all the way down. Then I can flip over the collar, bending it, and iron it down. And we are nearing the end. Just fold it over, lining up those raw edges and the sleeve. Let's flip it around so we can understand what we're doing. So from the edge of the sleeves, over and down to form the shirt. Then let's fold over and hem the bottom. Flip it right side out to make an open collared shirt. I think it looks pretty similar to the inspo, and hopefully it's large enough for a buff Ken. So let's try it on He-Man. Let's remove his hands. There we go. And the cuffs and the body armor, which totally messes up his hair. Then put on the shirt. All right, so far so good. And we've got a nice little casual shirt there. Let's take our Ken boxer shorts pattern and extend the legs, cut them out, pin them to the fabric and cut them out. I cut 2 pieces for the front. We're going to stack and sew them together. With good side to good side, just sew a straight line along the curve. Make small cuts along the curve to release the tension, then open it up. Take the 2 pieces we cut for the back, line them up on the straight sides, and we're going to sew them together, laying the fabric good side to good side, and then using a straight stitch. Once all 4 pieces have been sewn, we can fold over the top and sew along the bottom edge, making an area for us to run elastic through. I attached the elastic to a safety pin so that I could push it through the casing. I pulled the elastic to gather it and secured it with a stitch on the ends. Fold over and hem the bottoms, then fold everything in half, line up the curves, and sew along the edge. Then grab the bottom of the pant legs and pull them in opposite directions, sew from one end to the other. Then flip them inside out to make wide leg pants for those easy breezy casual days walking around Eternia. This is totally giving a vacay vibe. All he needs is a necklace and some sunglasses, and he's good to go. This He-Man will definitely be taking a more casual look in our miniverse, and I like that their hands are easily removable. I'm glad I was wrong about that, but tell us what you think in the comments down below. Are these dolls a buy or pass? Thank you for joining us while we checked out a few dolls and made a new outfit. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!